Welcome back to Demolition Worker. Today we witness the heartbreaking reality of an oil spill and the fight for survival. The dark slick has reached the beautiful Iranian coastline, turning pristine waters into a deadly trap for innocent marine life. Among the most tragic victims of this environmental disaster are the seabirds, whose delicate feathers are coated in toxic sludge. Unable to fly or swim, these magnificent creatures are left helpless on the contaminated shores, desperately fighting for their lives. The heavy crude oil destroys the natural waterproofing of their feathers, exposing them to freezing temperatures and severe internal poisoning. In response to this massive crisis, dedicated rescue teams and passionate volunteers have rapidly mobilized along the affected coastal regions. They are working tirelessly around the clock, setting up emergency field stations to provide immediate care to the suffering animals. These temporary clinics are equipped with specialized cleaning supplies, warm water, and medical equipment necessary to save the dying birds. Every single second counts in this desperate rescue mission as the toxic oil quickly absorbs into the fragile avian bodies. Volunteers carefully search the blackened beaches, gently scooping up the terrified birds and transporting them safely to the treatment centers. The first step in the rehabilitation process is simply stabilizing the distressed animals, ensuring they are warm and properly hydrated. Many of these birds have ingested the poisonous oil while attempting to preen their feathers, requiring urgent medical intervention immediately. Only after the animal is completely stabilized can the incredibly delicate and slow washing process finally begin at the station. Volunteers use specifically formulated, gentle detergents that effectively break down the stubborn crude oil without damaging the fragile bird feathers. The water temperature must be perfectly controlled to prevent the already weakened creatures from going into sudden and fatal shock. It takes a coordinated team of at least 2 people to securely hold and carefully wash a single panicked seabird. They gently massage the soapy solution into the contaminated plumage, watching the dark, toxic sludge slowly wash away into tubs. This meticulous process must be repeated multiple times until the rinse water runs completely clear and all oil is gone. The birds are visibly exhausted but significantly relieved as the heavy, suffocating weight of the crude oil is finally removed. Next comes the crucial rinse phase, using warm water pressure to ensure absolutely no soap residue remains on the feathers. Any leftover detergent compromise the natural waterproofing ability of the bird, making survival at sea completely impossible today. Once thoroughly clean, the shivering birds are carefully moved into specialized drying rooms equipped with gentle, circulating warm air heaters. Here, they can finally rest in a safe, quiet environment, slowly regaining their strength after the deeply traumatic rescue ordeal. Dedicated veterinarians continuously monitor their vital signs, administering necessary medications and providing nutritious food to aid their long recovery process. It is a deeply moving sight to witness the transformation from a helpless, oil-soaked victim back into vibrant life. This specific episode highlights that true environmental cleanup goes far beyond merely deploying heavy machinery and skimming polluted ocean water. It is fundamentally about protecting fragile lives, demonstrating profound human compassion in the face of devastating ecological disasters occurring today. The incredible dedication of these unpaid volunteers shines a bright light of hope during one of our darkest environmental hours. They sacrifice their personal time and energy, driven by a deep love for nature and a strong sense of responsibility. As the days pass, the rehabilitation center becomes a bustling hub of successful recoveries, filled with the sounds of life. Each clean feather represents a small but significant victory against the massive destruction caused by the catastrophic marine oil spill. The local Iranian community has also rallied together, donating essential supplies and food to support the ongoing wildlife rescue operations. This collective effort proves that when humanity unites for a noble cause, we can mitigate even the worst environmental damages. We watch closely as a newly cleaned pelican takes its first tentative steps around the recovery enclosure, looking much healthier. Its majestic white feathers, once stained a horrific pitch black, now gleam brightly under the warm glow of the sun. Before release, every single bird must pass a rigorous waterproofing test in a specialized pool to ensure they are ready. They must demonstrate the ability to float perfectly and keep their skin completely dry beneath their newly restored plumage layers. Watching them swim naturally again brings tears of absolute joy to the exhausted but incredibly proud volunteers standing nearby today. The ultimate goal of this entire agonizing process is the glorious moment of releasing these survivors back into the wild. Today, a large group of fully rehabilitated seabirds is finally ready to return to their natural home in the Gulf. Volunteers carefully carry the transport boxes to a clean, unaffected stretch of the beautiful beach far away from the spill. The anticipation builds as the team gently opens the doors, allowing the eager birds to step out onto the sand. For a brief moment, the birds hesitate, looking out at the vast ocean they had almost lost forever to pollution. Then, with a powerful thrust of their wings, they take to the clear blue sky, soaring freely above the waves. It is an incredibly powerful and emotional scene, a testament to the resilience of nature and the kindness of humanity. Seeing them fly away serves as a stark reminder of exactly what is at stake when we neglect our environment. The tragic events at Hormuz must serve as a global wake-up call regarding the devastating consequences of industrial spills. We must urgently demand stricter safety regulations and invest heavily in sustainable energy alternatives to prevent future tragedies like this. The rich biodiversity of our oceans is far too precious to be constantly endangered by careless human errors and greed. Every single species plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of our interconnected global marine ecosystem right now. When we save a seabird, we are not just saving one life, we are actively preserving the health of oceans. The Demolition Worker channel has always focused on tearing things down, but today is entirely about building hope and life. Sometimes the most important cleanup job requires the gentlest touch rather than the heaviest machinery available in our modern world. Let us take a moment to deeply appreciate the unsung heroes who dedicate their lives to protecting our fragile wildlife. Their unwavering compassion and tireless efforts provide a shining example for all of us to follow in our daily lives. As the sun sets over the Iranian coast, the rescue teams continue their vital work under the bright floodlights tonight. There are still countless victims out there in the dark, desperately waiting for a gentle hand to pull them out. The battle against the black tide is far from over, but every saved life brings renewed energy to the fight. We must continue to support these incredible conservation efforts and spread awareness about the devastating impacts of marine oil pollution. Please share this powerful story with your friends and family to help amplify the urgent message of global environmental protection. Together, we can create a powerful wave of change and ensure a safer, cleaner future for all marine life everywhere. The beautiful winged residents of the Hormuz Strait deserve to live in a pristine environment, free from toxic human waste. Let their triumphant return to the sky inspire us to take meaningful action in our own local communities starting today. Whether it is participating in a local beach cleanup or supporting green policies, every single action truly makes a difference. We hold the ultimate power to protect or destroy. Let us consciously choose to be the dedicated guardians of nature. The resilience shown by these incredible seabirds is a profound lesson in survival against the most overwhelming and terrifying odds. They fought through the suffocating darkness of the oil spill and emerged victorious, thanks to the intervention of caring humans. This incredible journey from near death to absolute freedom is a story that will stay with us for a lifetime. It perfectly highlights the undeniable truth that our fates are deeply intertwined with the health of the natural world around. If the oceans die, we die. It is a simple but terrifying reality that we must face with absolute urgency. Fortunately, the tireless work of these dedicated rescue volunteers proves that there is still immense hope for our troubled planet. Their actions speak far louder than any words, demonstrating the profound impact of genuine empathy and organized community action today. We must carry this powerful message forward, ensuring that the tragic lessons learned here are never forgotten by future generations. The haunting images of oil-soaked birds should forever remind us of the heavy price of our relentless industrial progress. But the glorious sight of them flying free once again should also fill our hearts with boundless optimism and courage. Nature possesses an incredible ability to heal itself, provided we give it the necessary time, space, and dedicated helping hands. The Demolition worker crew is incredibly proud to document this deeply moving and fundamentally important aspect of environmental recovery work. We usually showcase the raw power of heavy machinery, but today we celebrate the gentle power of the human heart. It takes a special kind of strength to hold a terrified, fragile creature and slowly nurse it back to health. These volunteers are the true heroes of our modern age, fighting on the front lines of the most critical ecological battles. As we watch the final group of rehabilitated birds disappear into the horizon, a profound sense of peace washes over. The beach is quiet now, but the memory of this incredible rescue operation will echo in our minds forevermore. We hope this episode has deeply touched your heart and inspired you to look at our natural world quite differently. The fight to protect our oceans is an ongoing struggle that requires the unwavering commitment of every single person alive. Never underestimate the incredible power of your own voice and actions in the global movement for a sustainable, clean future. Every small step taken towards environmental conservation helps build a much stronger, healthier planet for our children and their children. Thank you for joining us on this deeply emotional journey through the darkest shadows and into the bright, healing light. If you found this video meaningful, please consider supporting local wildlife rescue organizations in your own area to make impacts. Stay tuned for more incredible stories of destruction, recovery, and the relentless human spirit in our upcoming documentary series episodes. Until next time, this is Demolition Worker, reminding you to always protect the fragile life that shares our beautiful planet.